Okay, we've got someone on the mic now. It's Scott and
Andrew.
Andrew is my producer. He's been working the cameras for the first 10 minutes of the game. 10? 5 minutes of the game. Unfortunately, I don't have the technical aplomb to give you the score on the screen, but it's two goals in favour of South Australia. South Australia's playing from the right-hand side with the white hats, and we've got Tasmania playing from the left-hand side, black caps, black hats. We've got our middle camera is at a bit of a jaunty angle, so we're missing the middle part of the pool, but we'll give you what we can. Okay, Tasmania's free. They're pushing hard at the goals. You've got Matty at the back there from South Australia covering the goals as the off half. It's been pushed to the opposite wall. The defenders will always drive it to a wall. It's a lot easier to defend when essentially you've got your back up against the wall, and that's even more so the case when it's placed into the corner. That free went South Australia's way, so it's South Australia's free on the opposite wall there. There's another 8 minutes in the half. And they out of sight, they're working their way down. Someone's on a break and going hard. It's always a problem for the defenders. Ooh, flicking a chase. Very well done. And just for a change, that was Mike following up as the defender and finishing the goal off, which I believe was started. The breakaway was... No, I can't see the number. We're, as you can see from if you've been watching from earlier in the day, sun has set, and we're now on artificial light. Makes it a little more challenging to view from the surface. And the way for the strike. South Australia in possession, moving Tasmania back against their wall, and a break into the middle, and a very strong push there. Oh, Jesus. Sorry, language. And again. I don't think that puts him in double digits yet for the tournament. It's 4-0. It's a timeout. They'll get a minute and a half on the clock. Both teams will get a chat from their coach.
So you're not seeing this end as well?
Not seeing the middle. It's facing hard left. Oh, sorry for the shouting. There's an attempt to correct our middle camera, the one that you currently can see on your screen. I mean, I can't prove it's the guy in the blue board shorts that moved it, but he is suspiciously close to the scene. Oh, here we go. That's good. And there we go. Just in case Anton hasn't been doing enough, he's corrected the camera for us as well. We now do have a slightly right-facing centre, but that's a lot more of the pool. And there's the strike. Oh, and now it's perfect. Jack Penrose, I believe, bringing it back to Maddie, who's worked it back up the wall and back to her fullback, which I think we find was Espen. You can see Espen surge at the park there. Covered by Maddie, and here's a breakaway to the goals. Yep, that's a goal. Is that a 2? We think it's 2, and my best bet is that that's Rayner. Well played. Ruth. Okay, 5 minutes to go in this half. Score is 5-0, and a strong strike from Rayner. Seems to be up there on his own. And then being worked across by the forwards. Yeah. They're working strongly together. That one just maybe moved a little bit. It should be right. And then move back to the defender. Good work from Maddie coming in from defence. There was a violation caused by the no, not by the Tasmanian player, by the South Australian player. Tassie's. I haven't got my phone. Up against the wall, you can see the wall moving there with the players bumping into it. Oh, and it's a nice break by the Tasmanians. They've pushed into a gap, and they're working their way down the pool. No, defence was a bit too strong. Good work, Rayner. And now I've got a teams list, but no glasses. We'll see how this goes. Ooh. Tasmanian players down in numbers. You see the defender here backing up his player, and the off half over there to the left. They're back there to cover any breaks. Once again, 2 players, and there's that break. A strong switch from South Australia, and then through the middle by Rayner. Was challenged by the Tasmanian, but there was enough numbers, I think, from the South Australians to halt Tasmania's attempts. No, they've got away. Well played. Ooh, and then that's Espen off and going hard. It's very. We've got a call, chopping. By the Tasmanians. This gives the South Australians a free on the outside of the Tasmanians' D. You can see the yellow tiles there. It'll be taken from the edge there of the D. And we've got a dangerous flick. Ooh, I know who. Oh. And it's Espen. It's his first for this tournament. So he gets a little rest on the side for a minute. It's a very heavy puck, and it needs to be placed carefully in order to not injure anyone. So the umpires are pretty hot on the flicks. As they should be. Mind you, there's been I don't know how many games played today, and I haven't seen any major injuries. So, South Australia with only 5 in the pool. There's an umpire's timeout for this, so there's another 30 seconds while they sort their stuff out. And then it'll be away. Okay, for those paying attention at home, let's have the... Oh, no, we're off. And there it is. Tasmania's got the puck, pushing into the obviously weakened by fewer numbers defence of the South Australians. And they're looking to take advantage. It's being stretched across the pool. You can see the South Australian defender, the off half, getting around to the back there, covering the back towards the goals. The puck moving to the wall. Same for the Tasmanians. They've got a couple back. We've got 1 minute left in play. And the Tasmanians are moving it up along the far wall. They've got it in South Australia's half. And they're now dangerously stretching it across the... Oh, no, they're not. It's Eugene bringing it across the front of the goals, swinging it. Switching it, sorry. And now they're switching it back again. They're doing a lot of work, considering there's only 5 of them in the pool. They've really strung the Tasmanians out. And are now pushing hard at the goals. We've got a call, and the call is time. Okay, that's the first half. I don't have any technical assistance. We'll see whether Andrew knows how to put the scores up. He says no. What I can do is I can give you the names of the players. We'll start with the Tasmanians. This is their under-19s team. We have Ethan Pregnell-Highlands is number 1. Number 2 is Chloe Reeve. 5, Arthur Whittock. 6 is their vice-captain, Sam Tracy. 7 is the captain, Grace Wells. 8 is Rupert Bullard. 9, Daniel McKinley. 11 is Freya Whalen. 12 is Neve Leeds, and 13 is Danny Rumsbury. And the South Australians, we've got Mike Harris, the captain. Number 3, we've got Maddie Rowe, 61. 22, Espen Quinn. Number 2 is Eleanor Mooney. She's their vice-captain. Number 11 is Raina Gadlin. 12 is Eugene Kaczynski. Number 16 is Matthew Wallagora. 26 is Peter Ningelgen. 5, Jack Penrose. 14, Jack Smith. And 7 is Oliver Penrose. They have got their full team of 10 out at the moment. This is their 3rd game of the day for the South Australians. They're at a 1-1. We've got a minute left before the start of the second half. They've swapped ends, so we now have South Australia Still with white sticks, white hats coming from the left-hand side, and the Tasmanians on the right-hand side, black sticks, black hats. Almost everyone, of course, is in black fins because that just makes it harder to tell.
Up 5-0.
Okay. And Michael, our technical guru, has just come over and given me a hand. We've now got scores up. It's 5-0, as you can see, South Australia's way, and a strong surge from the start by the Tasmanians. Someone's put a rocket up them. Okay. They've pushed her hard to the wall. We've got a call for chopping, and it's Tasmania's free. So the South Australians will reset a bit. Tasmanians bringing their players around. They appear to be playing a 3-3, similar to the South Australians. 3 forwards, 3 backs. Left and right wing and a strike, or a centre. And a left and right back, or half, and a full back. Tasmanians have been working it up the wall towards into the South Australians' end. South Australians are managing to keep it hard against that wall. They're really trying to avoid a breakout, which is just what happened there. And a surge towards the goals by the Tasmanians. Was pulled up by the South Australian back line. Ooh. And we've got okay. We've got a couple of calls running. There was a call earlier with we're going to have umpires timeout while they sort it out. So because advantage can be played, sometimes a call will be made and the advantage is allowed, and then another umpire calls something else out. They've sorted it. Was chopping by the Tasmanians. South Australia's free. There it is. It's got into the hands of the Tasmanians. Oh.
And that was on 6.
Yeah. Okay. Tassie got a bit of a break there. I think it was brought up by Jack Penrose, and now it's being pushed hard at the goals. There's a lot of players coming in. We've got a goal. South Australia. Oh, it's number 3 again. Yes, well. Okay, away on the strike again. Oh, and you're there we go. 6. Oh, Eugene robbed by the Tasmanians. Well done to them. Good defence. And now they're pushing up hard. Oh, now. I don't know whether we're still going through. We're on battery, but It's not just dark on your cameras, it's dark everywhere. All of the lights have gone off, and we're looking for a glowing puck. They've subbed the. Still running? Yeah, it says live on my thing, so I presume you're hearing me. Minor technical difficulties this time. Yeah. Conveniently, it's absolutely not Michael's fault. And this is nothing that a big bag of glow sticks and a glowing puck couldn't fix.
Couple of flashing lights at each end of the like a landing strip, you know where to go.
All right. Well, I'm going to turn the mic off for a moment. You can imagine you're hearing elevator music. And I'll be back when we get lights. Oh, yeah, it's lights.
No, it's the millennials, right? They use their phones.
Are these going to take a long time to heat up, or are they LEDs?
They've got to cool down before you can turn them on, though, right?
Oh, okay.
Whoever, when they went out, someone tried to turn them on immediately. Is that what happened?
Oh, it's got yeah. If anyone needs to go now, it's the time. That wasn't a good sign. One. There we go. I'm surprised they're not. I suppose they're old. Yeah. You're not gonna replace them until they bust. But LEDs would be. Yeah. Yeah, you'd never install them there, though, would you? Yeah.
Just a light.
Yeah, because it wasn't power, it was just lights.
That's just, getting brighter and brighter and brighter.
That's the right sign.
We had these in the factory. When they go,
Yeah, they'll come back. But yeah, you've got to give it. All right. Well, I don't have a dawn chorus for you, but the lights have come on and are only improving. And these kids are young. Their eyes are working fairly well still. So we have. Oh, for some reason it's counting up. So they haven't quite sorted the clock yet. It was only the lights that went off. Someone flipped the wrong switch. And they're away. Strong push by Tasmania. No, sorry, by Western Australia. Switch. Espen back to Mike. Mike got towed up there by the Western Australians. And they managed to hold it off Espen as well. They're pushing through. They've still got momentum. You can see there's a good few bodies on the bottom, but the looks like the forwards have managed to get hold of it and are pushing it back towards the Western Australians. Clock's running properly. Says there's 10 minutes to go, and it's Western Australia's free. Sorry, Western Australia. Tasmania. I'm back with you. Tasmania's free. The players do all have numbers. They're written on their shoulders and are on their caps, but I'm seeing the same thing you are, and I can't read those numbers. Some of the players, either physically or through other means, different colour fins, snorkels, mouthpieces, are able to be identified. That's why I'm able to call their names. I can't help you with the Tasmanians, sorry. I don't know those. Okay. Great work there by the attacker. A good strong curl. And left themselves a path through the defence. You can see the refs are working reasonably hard. They're up and down. They're looking for an angle so they can observe any violations. South Australia's free. I can see Rayner streaking back for a sub. And I think we've got Eleanor coming out to replace him. A lot of Western Australians on the bottom. Tasmanians. Thank goodness I've got someone telling me that. Tasmanians on the bottom. And they did well. They held him out. Yep. Held him out. There was a violation by the South Australians. Tasmania's free. Time out. And we've had out how's your motion sickness? Someone's giving the camera a little tickle, or they're pulling on the cord. And poor Michael's having a fit. the Queenslanders have been doing a great job getting in and out of the pool to correct the camera every time they're getting moved. Unfortunately, they're a bit vulnerable. Both the cords and the cameras are in the warm-up pool, and so the players that are looking to come on next are moving through where the equipment is. Tasmania's free. They got numbers on the bottom. But the South Australians have broken away and are pushing hard at the goals. Yep, they're calling that a goal. And a goal on number 5. Who is? When I consult my my list. A lot of zoom. 5 is Jack Penrose. Good work, Jack. It's his second goal at least this tournament. And the Tasmanians losing possession, but regaining it, pushing up through the South Australian backs. No, it's back and forth at the moment. Unfortunately for Tasmania, it's in front of their goals. Good defence by one of the Tasmanian players, working it out to the wall. Not getting quite the amount of support that they should have or would have liked. We're 6 minutes to go. I think players are getting a little tired now. We are in sunny Cairns, but the temperature's dropped a bit and there's quite a breeze, so it's a bit cooler in the pool than would you like if you're just sitting around. So the time they had while the lights were out didn't do them much good. Good work down the wall by the Tasmanians. Oh. Unsuccessful flick and run by Mike, but he's backed up by his forward. Now they're surging. A lot of players on the bottom there. That was a good work. Ooh. I missed that one. Sorry, I don't know who scored it, but it was a good work by the South Australians as a team. 3 players on the bottom all pushing in towards the goals makes it extremely difficult for the defenders. Strike again. We got more sneaky work being done on that camera by someone. Yeah. I think actually it's the South Australian under-15s that are warming up that are causing the problems with the camera. Okay, we're up against the wall in the Tasmanians' quarter. It's been driven out of the 45 and they're just working it to go towards the goals. No, the Tasmanians are working it away. It's been a tough game for the Tasmanians. It always is for a team that's getting hammered. They don't get a rest. They all need to be working hard in defence, and your defensive players. Nice work. Good stop. And over to the wall, and there's a player backing her up. It's been pushed out and across and towards the goals by the South Australians. They've managed to open up a hole. Once again, many players on the bottom, but stopped by the Tasmanians. Well played and pushed out against that wall again. And back around. Good work, Maddie. I'd like to see her get a goal. Bad luck. Right place, that's what you want to see, is your backs coming in supporting your forwards.
Oh, yeah.
And... Oh. I believe that was 22. 22 is Espen.
There's 3 people in the bloody square there.
Another goal to Espen. We've got 2 minutes on the clock. 9 zip South Australia's way. No, there's a 4th one in there. Oh, yeah, yeah. Minute 20, it's being worked up the wall and pushed in towards the goals now for another drive. Oh, and well stopped. Some great defence of that last minute by the Western Australia. He's rolled back and another defender has come in behind him. A lot of the teams run a rolling defence, so when you've played your time on that back wall, you roll to the back and the 2 other players roll forwards. There's a fair bit of energy in the water now. We've got a call. That was a gloving by the South Australians. It's Tasmania's free at about the halfway line. Six. Yep, thank you. Oh, we didn't get to see much, but there were bodies there at least. It's milling around up against the wall in the middle of the pool. And we've got time. Well, that call all of us can understand. We'll play teams. 9-0, South Australia's way. They've got both. I think both teams have got another game to play yet tonight. More power to them. Thanks for listening.